home, Jordan. It's like, it felt very like...
I think it's all heat at the moment. It's heat at the moment. It's not...
I understand when you spend 2 days locked in a small...
It's together. That also brings you close.
That's the thing that Tom, I think, doesn't understand is Jenkins was crying the other day, and I had to remind him not to cry when Chanel left and cry after because he was about to leave. As much as you can be gutted for your friends, you came here. Like what they're saying, remember why you came here. Remember why you came here. You came here as an individual and you're going to leave as an individual. So yes, your friends are going to leave, but you need to count on number one.
Yeah, and you have to, like, good friends will want you to be happy, insane. It's always hard. Like, my friends...
But they're going to watch that now. They're going to watch me cry in the diary room. And I hope they do genuinely, like, reflect and go, maybe we were a bit harsh on Olivia.
Well, my friends...
And I don't think they've understood how I feel. And, like, I do genuinely, as happy as I am that Jordan's back, like, everyone else in the house is closer to Jordan than what I am. So it does make me feel like now I will be the outsider.
Yeah, I said that when you were in the diary room. I was like, you obviously know that you get on with everyone. However, you've not spent as much time with them. So you're going to feel like you need to, like, put the extra effort in to be integrated and be at home. And that's one of your best qualities, the fact that you can bounce back and be resilient in that kind of environment. It's a testament to you.
It's just so frustrating, like, and I feel like such a fucking baby. But, like...
Yeah, no. And
you know what it is? Like, it's so silly, but, like, even my friends at home, before I came in, they were like, don't go calling the people in the house your best mates and, like, abandoning us or whatever. But they would still want me to be happy and comfortable. So if they see me, like, sharing a bed with you and, like, talking deeply with you about certain things, like, they would be happy that I have someone that
But it's
I'm
funny as well, because Jenkins said to you, I was wrong about you for weeks. But at that point, Paul was gone. If Paul had been here, he probably wouldn't have said that. And that's what I said to you. As gutted as I was that Paul left, opened up an opportunity for our friendship to resume. And I'm grateful for that because we're still here together. And if that didn't happen...
We wouldn't be. We would never be together.
We might be here together.
But it might be a horrible...
I don't think we would be... So... It's a weird feeling for me. I can't really explain it, and it's one of those feelings that I don't think anyone else is going to understand because no one has watched as many friends walk out the door.
Yeah, it's rough.
And I just have, like, and before I thought that's a really good thing. There's people who know me and love me, and now I feel like the people who know me and love me are doubting me. I feel like I've let them down.
They were in a pressure cooker here. They were in an extra pressure cooker in that room.
But us, we are the people who in the house, no one doubts you.
When you were in the diary room, we were all talking about how much we actually believe you so much and we adore you.
Yes.
And it's not felt like you're just a spare part. You've been a really integral part of the last 2 days.
I think it's just hard as well. I know I'm a big character, but I do believe that the past 2 days, like, I've tried to be as, like, positive, like, yes, we're singing and dancing. What the fuck's wrong with singing and dancing?
I'm shocked that we got so much
I literally said that to Henry today. I was like, I have this whole house singing and dancing, and I've turned life into a musical. And he was like, yeah, and I bloody love it. Because I think, what's the crime in having a sing song?
I know.
Life's too short. Life's too short to be down in the dumps all the time.
And our time in the Big Brother house is very, very short.
We've always enjoyed it. We've always sung. We've always danced. What's the difference now that there's 5 of us? If the 5 of us are happy and want to have a sing song about it, fucking let us do it.
I honestly think if they were in our position, they would do the exact same thing. Because I even commented on the fact that Tom was, like, integrating with so many more people than I've ever seen him integrate with in the last few days. Even Jenkins was saying he was really liking the atmosphere. So I honestly think that if they were in your position, they've proved that with how much they've grown to love Jordan in the past couple of days. They would feel the exact same as how we feel right now. It's really natural. Honestly.
I hate when I get pure upset about shit, but that is the first time I've genuinely felt like
no one wants to let their friends down. And I'm gutted that they've made you feel like that.
But I don't think, have they made me feel like that? Or am I being ridiculous? I really was paranoid that I was going to be.
And I always have understood why Paul's comments would have had an impact on our relationship, because it's only realistic. Like, Paul always had your best interests at heart, so he would have done anything to
And I
protect
love
you.
Paul. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm genuinely, like, every time someone has left, I have been gutted. But when it was me and Tom, why am I not allowed to be slightly
Do you know
relieved
what
that
the
my
difference
place
is,
remains?
right? For me, as your friend, when you, like, quote-unquote, took Paul's side, I understood and I let you have that because I just think it's only natural in that situation for you to be like that. But I think for them, when you've done the opposite, it's like they don't have any grace for you, which I think is unfair. But you should realise that situations influence the way that you behave, and that's only natural.
And the thing is as well, like you are allowed to also be
Be
relieved
happy.
in a weird way.
Do you know what I wrote on that card for the podcast? I wrote, don't feel the pressure to do what your friends are doing. If they're real friends, they'll understand why you've taken a different approach.
I
And
do
really mean
genuinely
that.
believe that a lot of their feelings.
Close. It was so close.
If it was me, and I walked out that door, and Tom was still here, I'd be going, well, I faced 2 public evictions. He's never faced a public, so that's unfair. Whereas he'll be going, well, she's almost left twice already, so it's only fair that the 3rd time was her
And I
time
think it's
to go.
important to understand that it was so marginal. But I think I'm being objective in this. Before you two came up with your reason, your strategy, I already imagined that the most objective way was to choose Tom to leave because you and Matty have a chance at a friendship. I don't think you and Tom have a friendship coming in the future. So I just thought it was wrong for you to go on that account. And I think if you're being objective, which I don't think like Tom's being, which is understandable because he's in a high-pressure situation, if you're being objective, then Tom has to go in that situation.
I think this is also a very hurtful. If you can see it, I can clearly feel it. He can clearly feel it. Why? From my
understand.
perspective, why would he still question about it when sitting on the settee over? He is a person I feel it's less likely to make deep friendship with.
Do you know, I think what he probably found hard, like what made it easier for me is that the 2 people I nominated me. But
And the same for me.
The fact that he didn't nominate you. You were always going to be in a tough situation because you were never nominated. Whoever you nominated would have felt like hard done by because they didn't nominate
I
you.
thought Jenkins and Tom would nominate me.
But the thing is,
Without seeing the conversation, which is a big thing for you to have done that. A big thing.
but it's because I actually love you, so like, no, but
To you, softie.
But I do, and I could never have wasted a friendship
Yeah.
based on stuff that you have to do, and you don't get a fucking choice.
And I think now, after yesterday, not to bring it up again, you now understand what it's like when you have opposing views with someone. It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah. I'm just grateful that even though that happened, they are on the outside now.
Yeah, they have other people that can wrap their arms around them, and they are free. They can enjoy themselves.
My fear is just what they might say about me on Late and Live and how they might paint me out.
But Olivia, the public have their own views. Like, Paul may not have spoken nicely about me on Late and Live.
That's why they are out now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but the public
in a
see
way
their
as
own-
well. In a way as well, like,
Yeah.
I'm really, really grateful that the people who are here
Believe in you.
genuinely, like, believe me. And I do think you would hold me ransom if anything I said was wrong.
Yeah.
I know that
absolutely.
for you. And I think Ian as well would probably let me know if something that I ever did made you
Well, I'll be honest
uncomfortable.
with you. You were in the diary room when we were talking about you, and we all said we believe in you, and there's nothing that we think you've done that's fake or false or just to save your arse. Like, we empathise with the fact that you've been put in a difficult situation, not being with the people that you normally spend time with, but you've got mucked in. You've really like taken responsibility and been like someone that everyone has enjoyed having in the house with, like, for the past 2 days. So
Yeah.
it's unfair for them to take that away from you.
I'm not a fake person. I never have been a fake
No.
person, and I think that's what I've always said. Even if I don't say to your face how I feel about you, you can
feel
tell
some-
if I
yeah.
don't like you.
And I will say, from how I feel, out of 3, you, Jen, and Tom, I think you stay here, you would be the person who need to make least effort to be join the rest of us.
And maybe
mess with your mind. Because we're evicted, then we're not evicted, but we are evicted, but we're not.
But now you're not evicted.
I know, I'm back. But I think this is it. This is it for the final.
Do you reckon?
I don't think they'll do anything, because they've had their big twist.
But, like, just don't forget why you're here. In every single way possible, don't forget why you're here.
yeah.
Because you can be humble in saying that.
What a strange feeling to have.
Even for me, I felt like absolute dirt when it was the eviction with Paul and Dylan. But I took a tiny bit of validation of the fact that I was there for a reason. Like, you can't, like, discount that.
There's Prosecco!
Ah!
Big brother is actually being nice. To get some food in my stomach when you were trying everything.
My belly can't cope.
Also, Matty, I need to admit, I'm so glad you got the hot sauce.
I hate the hot sauce.
Yeah. Because that's what, when you were all throwing it, we thought, oh, we want them to get
The
this
mustard
and we want
was
to get that.
the mustard was.
And you know
terrible.
that I hate anything spicy, so I know we're not eating a chili or nothing in this house.
Yeah, well, you survived.
That stinks.
But it's... Did you see Knocky Throw?
Yes, we did.
Check the ingredients, please.
I want to try it.
Yeah.
I've never had one before.
I've never had one as well.
Do you put it in a toaster?
Is that English?
Yeah.
No.
Is that English? This is English. Oh my God, no dairy. Can I try this one?
You want to try both? Let's try both.
Is it in the toaster?
Wow. Let's go.
Golly gee.
Let's go together, sorry.
Fuck. Your face, I was so heartbroken seeing how scared you were tonight.
When?
When you sat there.
I was fucking terrified. I was so paranoid all day.
It's been
and
so
like...
hard to watch you because I feel so sick for you. It's
believe that the ones he said in the room, if he said flippantly, like, I don't believe that they are how he really feels.
What do you mean, sorry?
Like, Jordan said, like, in the room, he was like, oh, well, he felt that, like, it was unfair that, like, we picked him.
But we know that's Tom, like, he
But I
does
also
say
know
things-
that he says stuff like that out there. He was just like, I love you, Matt. He was like, ah.
He didn't say anything. Yeah, for me, it's gonna be hard to watch that back, but we'll watch it back knowing what's come about after. And that's fine, like.
This is very nice.
You're a
chocolate
great friend
one.
to be able to empathise with why he would say such things.
Oh.
Yeah, I can understand. But I know that he's like, we are friends, and like he's set up.
What,
there.
Tom?
Yeah, I know that. Like how bizarre would he actually be so paranoid to think that I actually wanted him secretly to go? Like what?
You felt so much guilt. There's no way you'd want him to go.
Like, if that's what he thinks, then like.
He doesn't think that, you know that.
I know he doesn't think that, so. And like also he would have just been, he was trying,
Yeah.
he told me so many times that he was like, no, like.
That's a game.
If you don't have any, I'm trying to be compassionate to everyone,
Yeah.
but if no one has got compassion for that, then
you're never gonna win.
I'm never gonna win.
But
Like,
also, like, you thought it was going to public vote. It did go
It
to
did go to
public
public
vote.
vote.
Yeah.
So actually, they should no longer hold you in ransom
Because
for
the
that.
public decided that. And that's how it is every
And
Friday.
his name was, and Tom's name was first, we said.
so maybe
So
he did
Lord
say some
knows
stuff
what's
in
been
those
said in that room.
room.
I truly believe that when they say it out there, they never say that it's in random order. I truly believe that it is the first person who goes has the most numbers.
No, it is 100%. There's, I don't.
Yeah.
Because they say the 9th and then the 10th person.
Yep. And that's not going to be an accident. They're going to...
I spilled Prosecco on myself.
And I just feel like this is how I want to tell myself. They have the full reason to be upset with me, with you.
They have
Tom,
the have the reason to be both of us, because Tom maybe felt that like I should have defended him more, but I also will stick to my thing that I'm not going to overpower your decision, Yinrun.
That's what people don't
also,
get.
like,
50-50.
I
People don't
genuinely
get
do
that
feel
in those
valued by
situations.
both of you. As I'm like, see, to be here still, I do genuinely feel like valued by both of you. And like, Yinrun's always said to me, I'm her cup of tea. And like, when I'm sat here now going, I'm just worried I become an outsider now. She just said to me, like, I've always felt the outsider. And a lot of people I feel I make effort with and they close the door in my face. But you never made me feel like that. And that's such a nice thing to hear from Yinrun. And I think whether like you felt you were overpowering it or not, that's such a nice thing for me to hear, and that was never brought up at the time.
Yeah.
But like, that's also a very valid reason. Like, you literally you said in the past, I would have been out the door 3 weeks ago. I don't deny that.
Oh, 100, yeah.
100%. You'll say that to my face, and you'll say if it was 3 weeks ago, I'd have been walking.
I would have said like, Yinrun, actually,
I can't live with her.
I can't live with her. You can semi-live with Tom, but I can't live with her. Get her out the door.
That's the thing that people don't
But
understand. When
I had to be honest there in front of everyone, and even honest to myself. Do you make me feel uncomfortable now?
No, you can see a friendship
And, like,
in the future.
The jail.
And if you had said, she makes me uncomfortable, it would have backtracked everything for the
know,
past 2 weeks.
'cause
And
it
even on
wasn't-
that Friday, what you said to me, like, it would have completely devalued
It just
all
wasn't.
that.
It just
Yeah,
wasn't
it
true.
wasn't-
It wasn't true anymore.
It
I'm
would
not.
be really unkind to yourself to not reflect on what you have built over the past 2 weeks in that moment. And I was so happy.
And also
for
all the
you.
other stuff I've told, well, not that much stuff, but like 1 or 2 conversations, would have been bullshit.
How's the Pop-Tarts?
That's what I mean.
It's my first Pop-Tart and I love it.
Really? I've not.
Try them.
try?
They're
What do you do with
lovely.
it?
You put it in
very
the
good.
toaster.
Are they
They're
done?
just out the
Yeah.
toaster,
The thing that I'll add is that, like,
You can try 2 flavors.
people should understand
I
that
like
when
the
it's a
chocolate.
joint decision, you can't go hard for your friends like that because it's unfair on the other
chocolate jam in
person.
it.
That person has to feel like whatever result has come out of that
You have
is
to feel
represents-
comfortable.
Yeah.
We both, and that's why before I even finished that, I said, "Do you feel comfortable with the decision we've made?"
You can't overpower people in that situation
But
because you feel like an
also,
asshole. It's
if it
impossible.
hadn't been me, and it, like, if Tom stayed and I left, Yinrun would have felt the way that you felt, but I do genuinely believe that you would have also felt, to an extent, how you did feel anyway.
Yeah,
I agree.
probably.
And that's what's important.
Probably.
But I think people just think that that's just not.
I
the
think
case.
people have their own opinion, like, and I just think that
with time.
I've been judged for the fact that I don't really hold grudges as such.
Yeah, people
Certain
find that
things
hard.
I'll hold grudges for, like if someone does something to me and never
quite
gives
clear.
me the opportunity to,
I'm 100%
Because
okay.
Flunker.
that's fine.
No.
Because like nothing, like yeah.
Because I know that I'll bounce back tomorrow, I'll be fine. It just like heat of the moment.
Three.
Yeah.
Just it's not going to happen. I told you.
I told you.
Told you.
No, but honestly, out of everyone, I think I've loved having you here for the last couple of days. It's been so nice having you here. You've been with support.
I wanna ask you something about. I've heard because I kinda it still influence my emotion, just upset me a little bit. Is because I feel, but it's fair enough. It is not. It is a very hard thing to accept people's rejection. So I understand from Jink and Tom's perspective, it would be very frustrated, disappointed. Why would Yinrun nominate us again? But do you feel I cry? I shouldn't cry. Yeah, I shouldn't cry at that point.
I think I understood why you cried because it was a very emotional experience, and you can't help whether you cry or not, and that's the emotions that you feel. But seeing Tom, what it was going through his head was, why are you crying when I'm the one who is potentially going home?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can't help how you feel. You can't help how your emotions are.
But it happened several times. I just feel
No one
disrespectful when it's not my moment.
No one wanted to nominate anyone that night. No one wanted to do that. So you had to choose two people, and he happened to be one of them. And I don't think you should. I mean, I love Tom. I think he's a wonderful person, but I don't think you should take that to heart. I think for him it was more frustration. I think he was just in the moment of that like stress and the pressure, and he took it out in a different way, and he got frustrated maybe because he was like, well, I'm the one who might be going home here. So I don't know.
And do you feel when you're talking to me, not put that into consideration, the language boundary, do you feel like I am immature, childish, and you couldn't say much deep things with me?
No. I have an instinct to want to always look after you, and that's more because there's an innocence and I don't know what the word is, I've said a million times, we need to protect Yinrun at all costs because you're so innocent and pure, and that's what I love so much about you, and you're so awesome, and that's your personality and that's your character. So when people do say rude things, I'm like, oh my gosh, Yinrun, cover your ears. I don't want to corrupt you. But it's not a childish thing. It's just how different people have grown up and how different people have accepted different cultures. You don't have to be someone that uses loads of swear words or says lots of rude things in this world. There are lots of adults who prefer not to, and that's fine, and you have every right to.
I just feel like, because when Jordan told me about this, the first feeling I got is relieved, because that is confirmed from them, because Jordan told me they have their suspicion with me why I'm 25 years old but I'm not like them. And
they had that suspicion?
Yes, they were talking. Jordan told me this. They thinking, because I'm aware of the cameras, and I always be happy and acting like a childish way, and the people are overly caring about me, so they feel like, why she is already 25, but she's still like this? So no, I was thinking...
There are plenty of adults who don't participate in the crude chat. I mean, I didn't really before here. Here's made me chat a lot more.
Yeah.
But I think it's a very personal thing, and I wouldn't take it to the heart, honestly.
Yeah, but I just feel... I understand how they would feel, and that's why the first feeling of me when I heard Jordan told me that I would feel relieved. I feel relieved because I thought the problem was with me. That's why I couldn't get along with them. But when I knew that they are holding their suspicions, this is why I couldn't. This is like a mutual way. So they have their suspicions, and that is also why I feel hard to get to know them, because they are holding their suspicions, not because of me are not incapable of doing that. Does that make sense? So I feel relieved first, but when I think it back, I was thinking, do I leave that reflection on people, on a lot of people, even the people know more about me? Because I feel
genuinely don't get that impression
Thank you.
whatsoever. Honestly,
Thank you.
I'm saying that. I'm not just saying that to make you feel better. I'm saying that truthfully. I really don't think that's the thing, and I wouldn't worry about it.
Thank you.
You're wonderful. You're hilarious, and just keep doing what you're doing because you're so real and authentic and just human, and I think that's what makes you stand out, and that's why I love being friends with you. I don't know. I don't have any other yin runs in my life. I don't. And I'm happy I found a yin run in here.
I just feel. My other worry is that I feel like I want to be a person, my friend, especially my British friends, who feel like they can still talk to me even I'm not saying their mother tongue, even I'm not the native language speaker, but because I got this from my boyfriend, he feels like we can communicate with each other to the point, and it's not like just blur and I can't get you. It is very deep to heart, and we can communicate with each other. And I wonder, I would want to know if the housemates, my friends in the Big Brother house, especially the people who are willing to get to know me, I still also feel the same, that they feel like you can talk.
We'll find out. Let me land.
Let me land.
I was actually having my drink. But you can have a hug too.
I thought that was a little bit luck. Give me some luck. What was my point? Why was I talking about the Hunger Game? Because I think this is why I didn't even bother to tell them that one day we were talking about the rule breaking. They said everyone said the same, and it was just but we didn't.
No. Everyone and it's the perception. And also, just going back to the other point, I hope that you feel like you can talk to me about anything as well, because I'm always here to chat if you need to.
You always tell me that. And I did. Yes, there are more things I can chat about, but it's all negative emotions for the first few weeks. But but it's already the past. The summary was just, I've told you before, I feel the most struggled in the first week.
Yeah.
So I overcame that, and I'm very happy I overcame that. For now, I just try my best to enjoy.